And I believe that this meeting that has been put together by the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development is about building and improving our capacity to prepare for, protect against, respond to, and recover from threatening or actual disasters. And I believe that at the end of this meeting tomorrow, we would have charted a course for achieving that and doing much more than is already being done. Thank you very much, sir. I would like to, at this point, invite the Director General of the National Emergency Management Agency, Engineer Mustafa Maihaja, for his goodwill message. Can we give him a round of applause as he comes up?
The Honorable Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, His Excellency, the Deputy United Nations Coordinator, the Permanent Secretary, Honorable Minister, permit me to stand on already established protocol. It is my honor and privilege to be here today to deliver a goodwill message at this very important meeting of stakeholders on disaster management. This meeting cannot come at a better time than this, when Nigeria is being confronted by so many disasters, ranging from flood, fire, building collapse, epidemics like the Lassa fever we have today, security challenges such as insurgency, farmers, herdsmen's crisis, banditry, etc. These challenges has posed serious humanitarian consequences and requires efforts by all stakeholders in resolving these challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, while associating ourselves in NEMA with this noble intention, I would like to congratulate the Honorable Minister and the entire staff of the Ministry for this initiative in with the aim of creating strong synergy and coordination of the stakeholders in disaster management. This singular effort, I am sure, will strengthen our activities in search of solutions to all challenges inherent of disaster management. With this, Honorable Minister, please accept my sincere wish for fruitful discussions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, DG NEMA. I would like to recognize the presence of the representative of the Honorable Minister of Health in person of Dr. Ngozi Azodo. And she is the Director of Special Projects Department and also the National Coordinator of Health Sector Response to Humanitarian Crisis in Nigeria. And she's going to be giving the goodwill message from the Minister of the Ministry of Health. You're welcome, ma'am. Can we give her a round of applause as she comes up? Thank you.
Honorable Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, the very distinguished Sadia Umar Farouk, and my sister from the refugee days. I want to stand on existing protocols, please, because of our time. I stand here to represent the Honorable Minister of Health, and the Minister has asked me to pledge the total support of the Federal Ministry of Health to the work of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development. Any which way you look at humanitarian issues and disaster and social development, all of them eventually boil down to the issue of human health, their impact on human health and development. So naturally, we are there to support you, to work with you, and we look forward to a strong central coordination which will bring together all the human resources, identify all the requirements mobilize for the gaps, and then strengthen the sectors to be able to work, do their work, and report back to the Honorable Minister of Humanitarian Affairs. The issue of coordination is very key when ministries and agencies with disparate statutes are required to work together. So we cannot overemphasize the need for coordination of disaster management, the need for coordination of humanitarian affairs, and the need for coordination of social development. And so on that note, Honorable Minister, I want to thank you for creating this opportunity and to continue to pledge the support and collaboration of the Honorable Minister of Health and the entire Federal Ministry of Health in this work. We are in a season where coronavirus is really the major issues on our airwaves and the source of a lot of concerns around the world, justifiably so. So the issues around coordination, that also brings back to us the need for a strong coordinated response. So on behalf of the Federal Ministry of Health, I have been directed to tell you that the Ministry of Health is available to work with you 24/7. Thank you, everyone, and God bless you. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ngozi Azodo, Representative Honorable Minister of Health, and she has just pledged the support of the ministry, the minister, and the Ministry of Health. Thank you very much, ma'am. Last, by no means the least on our list for Goodwill Messages this morning is the Disaster Management Delegate of the International Federation of the Red Cross, here representing the head of the West Coast Cluster in person of Ms. Nihad Habib. Round of applause for her. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Honorable Minister Hajia Sadia Umar Farouk, Director General of the National Emergency Management Agency, Engineer Mustafa Mahajia, UN Humanitarian Resident Coordinator, Mr. Edward Kaloun, all other dignitaries and UN colleagues, good morning. There are a few on behalf of the head of West Coast Cluster, IFRC. There are a few key goodwill messages that he wanted me to convey to you. Firstly is the willingness of the Nigerian Red Cross Society as auxiliary to the Nigerian Authority to contribute actively to disaster management. The Nigerian Red Cross Society has heavy presence throughout all the states. Through the branches, they have hundreds and thousands of volunteers that respond to health outbreaks as well as natural disasters. Currently, the Nigerian Red Cross Society is implementing several humanitarian interventions in the Northeast with the ICRC, and also in terms of several operations supported by IFRC, in particular Lassa fever, yellow fever, and floods. IFRC represents a network of 192 Red Cross national societies that respond to emerging humanitarian needs. We're committed to support the Nigerian Red Cross Society to ensure that they're well equipped and be able to respond to these emerging crises that happen within Nigeria. We also are committed to strengthen the capacity of the Nigerian Red Cross Society to ensure both at the headquarter level and at the branch level that they have all the skills to be able to respond effectively to humanitarian needs. So with that said, IFRC and NRCS welcome this initiative to enhance coordination and to discuss how we can collectively improve the disaster management capacities in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that goodwill message from the International Federation of the Red Cross. That brings us to the end of the goodwill messages for this morning. We will be taking a presentation from the Deputy Director, Disaster